guys, today I am doing practice strokes and I'm using art paper. I'm going to do a gray blue color and I had done a black paper. It's kind of slick and smooth. This was a little drier. I want you to see that it's very easy to make happen doing stem flowers, and I'm going to do this for a couple of weeks and show you some different flowers along the way where you can just do tulips, all just the little buds, or you can do open up flowers and other flowers I'm going to share with you. I actually just realized I didn't get licorice. Now, what I'm doing with practice strokes is I want you to practice until you can get the shape of the flower that I'm showing you. I also want you to see that I'm using my double loader, and the double loader has a lid. I've had this for a couple of weeks here with some colors. I added another white here. All you do is dampen this, put this on here. The lid goes on here. I even have a lid, which I don't know where I put it, that closes the floating medium. All right, so we're using multi-surface paint, and it's got a sealer inside of it. It's for indoors, outdoors, all kinds of different projects, metal, glass, ceramic, anything you can imagine, canvases, because some people see me on paper quite a bit on here and wanted to know, can we actually paint on canvas? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put this to the side. I just wanted to inspire you, and I'm going to put it here so I can kind of repaint so you can see what we're going to do. All right. So you take my 3/4 inch flat brush, you dip it in water, dry it off. You're going to pick up paint and then work it in. All right. Oops, I could do it right here next to it. So I pick up paint. And you don't always have to do half and half. Sometimes I do a little bit more citrus than sap. Citrus green, sap green. All right, it looks black, but it's a green. All right. Then I can actually pick up a little bit of white and go right back here and work it in. Okay. Now, when it's all loaded to the color, I'm showing you this because it's a double loader so that you can learn double loading very quick and easy. All right, so now instead of water, we're going on paper. We need it to feel like butter and go smooth. So I dip straight into my floating medium, work it back in, and don't use the floating medium, but every like 3 strokes or so. Floating medium. We have great 8-ounce bottles. It's a great product for you, and you will love it for what we're doing. Okay, I want to leave this here. And what I want to do is I can start up at the top. Let me show you. I can come here, push down, stand up, push down, and see how nice that flows, only because I have the medium in it. All right. So can you see that color? Now I'm going to dip a little bit more white, and watch this. I'm going to come right there, and I'm going to start over here. Usually I start at the bottom, but I'm starting at the top because I want you to see how to get this little bits of white. Look at that. Lean it to the side. It's kind of like ribbon. See, I ran out of paint. So I'm going to go back into the medium. It's because these are long strokes. I'm having to get a little medium more than normal. All right, push down. See, it's dry again. I'm going to pick it up. All right, pressure, pressure, pressure. The floating medium will make it muddy if you use too much, okay? So those are moving in the wind with some pretty color. Now, look, I'm going to go back to my double load, split the brush. Over here, when I'm working it in, I do not split the brush. All right, so then I want to come over here, start at the bottom on the chisel, pressure, stand up, and chisel around. Okay, so it's all about how you load the brushes, what makes this look blended, shaded, and highlighted. All right, so I pick up more paint, and I'm going to come right down here, up on the chisel. Sorry, it's moving. Lay it down on the side, pressure, 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 and stand up. All right, now you can see my paint didn't cover here. So I can come back down this way, put another stroke coming downward. All right. So see, those are just kind of yummy. Those are in the background. Those are these strokes. Look, I'm going to split the brush again. Come here, working it in, teeny bit of floating medium. And I'm going to come back around here again and go pressure, stand up, and roll. So see how it looks like it flipped over? All right, now I'm gonna come in here with a little bit more white, and I'm gonna come right across here and make a stem, and I'm gonna slide up here and loopy loop loop to the point. Now look over here. I'm going to start here, put pressure with the dark sap against the middle and stand up. Now, just that right there is a lesson that you can practice over and over, just doing those tall, slender leaves. But I'm going to give you more today. All right. So I've started with another brush, and this is what I want to do. I'm doing Pueblo and daffodil yellow. Okay. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put this time about half and half. See, half and half right there. And then I'm going to come here. This is a dried up space. So I'm going to come in there and do this. All right. A little bit more Pueblo. All right. Now, what I want to do is let's try it without medium. We'll see if we need medium. Okay. So right up here, I'm going to come around and go to the side. Now I need some berry wine. So let's go pick up on the Pueblo on the darker edge, not the yellow edge. I'm going to pick up Pueblo and go around. So then what's going to happen is I'm going to bring this back down with some medium. Let's bring it back down. And what you want to see here is I'm going to make it up like this and up like this to get the base. And I like you, oh, that's got a glare. I like you to have this base, which is the bottom of the tulip that's opening up. Okay. So then what I'm going to do here is we're going to come right out here. Now, Pueblo and yellow and berry wine. I'm going to work that in. Okay, so we're going to come right across here. Let's pick up a little bit more berry wine. There, see how dark that is? You're going in and out, and then you're going to stand up. And then I'm going to slide down. Slide down. Okay, so see, that's the first part of this flower. And I can just come in here with some white and come right across here and move that around. Okay, so that's just a part of that tulip that I think looks really awesome when you come right in here. Okay, so the idea is that you get to put all these pretty colors on here and blending, shading, highlighting by putting pressure. So look, I repicked up the Pueblo, the berry wine. Berry wine's a little thicker, so I have to really work medium into it. All right, so here's the next flower. So this is going to be a big guy here. So what's going to happen is you want the back petals. So I'm going to come right here, and I don't want any of those to be normal. They wiggle up and down, not exact. Okay, so then I'm going to pick up white and daffodil on the other edge. And watch this now. I'm going to slide up, come up here, and then slide back down. See how pretty leaving those colors are? So that gives you a lot of dimension, but you can see I'm dry there, so I can add a little bit more. Okay, now on this side, we need another petal. So I'm going to go back and forth again. Let's come way out here. So I'm going to come, these are the back petals. So I'm going to come here. I want floating medium just on the berry wine edge. then it'll feel like butter. And that's really important because when you feel like I have so much paint on here, why is this not working? Well, it's because sometimes just the edge needs floating medium on it. Just the edge, even though you have a ton of paint on here. All right, so can you see this? And I'm going to bring it around. Now I do come in here with brighter yellow and right here in the middle. So this is the back. So you're going to do all these back petals first. And see, I have to put enough berry wine on that you could tell that one's in front. Okay, so see how I did that white back there and make it look really good. So now what's going to happen is I could come here on this next, the last one over here, and I can do a back petal. Well, I've got that same color before I go to the lighter color. Coming up and then back down. Okay, so we can let's see, do some petals. So it just looks like it's a layered petal tulip. Isn't that kind of fun? Just really simple strokes. Now, this is what we're going to do now. I've got yellow here, and I'm going to pick up white. Can you see I split the brush again? All right, so I've got to find a place to load this right here. All right, I'm going to wipe some of that off because I mostly want a little bit of Pueblo with the yellow and white. So I'm going to work it right here, work it. I'm not getting this white because by accident I put pearl white down. Okay, so let's come right here. We're going to come right in here and we're going to come along in here. A little bit more white and watch this. I'm still filling it in where the yellow is. See that? There we go. All right, so that's a front petal, but I think we're going to make it come out just a little bit more there. All right, so that petal is supposed to be kind of more in front. Now, it's not too difficult. This is all you're going to do. You're going to make a petal on that side, then you're going to come up here, and the key is you want to watch the picture you're looking at, and you want to wiggle. Your eyes are just looking at the white. All right, so I'm going to make this come in here and then slide down. All right, but then there's another way out here, another row of petals that this time are just rolling up towards, see that, up and then pull it down. And they're towards the bottom. And then right here in the middle, I'm going to get both these colors with a teeny bit of white, the Pueblo and the daffodil. Now look what happens here. I can come along here, but right in this area, I'm going to come up and pull it down, and it just looks like petals that are ruffled, and that's the inside. All right, so the same thing here. Look at this. I can then decide to make a couple of strokes on here. I can also bring some of that color in here. See that? And then I'm going to just wipe this off and go right to the citrus and the sap. And I'm going to come right here. And we're going to pull another stem. But you can come in here and literally put some white or a little bit more citrus so it stands out. Now, right in here, we're going to flatten the brush. We're going to come right there. Okay. I could put a little bit in there. All right. So this got a little bit big on me, so I can come right back here and put that stroke back there so that makes this look smaller. So all we have to do now to be through with our little project, I need you to practice this. I want you to look at the strokes again, watch me do each petal, and go practice that, even if you just practice that on paper. All right, so I'm going to touch little touches with a 6. These are the little centers. And you're going to stand up, stand up. All right. All right, now I did want to come to both of them and then touch a teeny bit of white. Touch, touch, touch. All right. Here we go. And we sign them. I want you to look at the difference, but yet they still, one's lighter in the background, one's more vivid, but you don't have to do them exactly alike as you saw what I did. I just created layers of petals. So that's what I want you to work on. The greenery, which I told you to do first, and work on that, and then come and work on layering these petals with multiple colors. And that's what the double loader helps you do. You go between two and then you work them in. And that makes all of your greens and all work really well together. All right. So I'll see you next time or next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.